for vampires because there's mostly new buildings and no one would suspect ancient creatures of purest evil to hang out there. But it turns out it was like half a block from the tray cool loft in the Soma that they already lived in. Okay, so when I take the key to them, hoping they will bestow the dark gift of immortality upon me, this limo full of wasted college-age guys and a painted blue hoe with ginormous fake boobs pulls up, and they're all, "Where's Flood? We need to talk to Flood, and let us in," and other demanding shit. And I'm all, "No way! Step off, Smurfette! There's no one named Flood here." I know! I was all, "Oh my fucking zombie Jeebus on a pogo stick!" She was blue. And I'm not racist, so shut up. She clearly had self-esteem issues that she compensated for with giant fake boobs, slutty blue body paint, and doing a carload full of stoners for money. I'm not judging her by the color of her skin. Everyone copes. When I got braces, I went through a Hello Kitty phase that lasted well into my 15s, and Jared maintains that I am still perky at heart, which is not true. I am simply complex. But more about the blue hooker later, because right then, the Asian guy looks at his watch and says, "Too late, it's sunset." And they drove off, which is when I opened the door into the stairwell to the loft and was confronted by Chet, the huge, shaved vampire cat. Except at the time, I didn't know his name, and he was wearing a red sweater, so I didn't know he was shaved, and he wasn't a vampire yet, but huge. So, I'm all, "Hey, kitty, go away." And he did, leaving only William, the huge shaved cat homeless guy, lying on the steps. I thought he was dead because of the smell, but it turns out he was only passed out from alcohol and partially drained of blood and stuff. But I'm pretty sure he's dead now because later, Fu and I found his stank-ass clothes on the steps of the loft, full of the gray dust that people turn to when a vampire drains them. So, upstairs, I'm all, "There's a dead guy and a huge kitty in a sweater on your steps." And the Countess and Flood are all, "Whatever." And I'm all, "And there was a limo full of stoners here who were totally hunting you." And they were all, "Whoa." And they seemed more freaked out than you'd think for ancient creatures of dark forbidden romance and whatnot. And it turns out they weren't. Aren't. Sure, their love is eternal, and they are creatures of unspeakable evil and stuff, but they're not ancient at all. It turns out that the vampire Flood is only like 19, and he's only known the Countess for like 2 months, and she's only like 26, which, while a little crusty, is not that ancient. And, despite her advanced age, the Countess is beautiful, with long, totally natch red hair and milky skin, green eyes like emerald fire, and a smoking body that could turn a girl totally lesbo if she wasn't already a slave to the mad, man-ninja sex Fu of the delicious Fu dog. Fu keeps insisting that he can't be a ninja because he's Chinese, and ninjas are Japanese, but he's just being stubborn, and goes all angry Asian on me whenever I bring it up. Queso. In the master's loft, I see these 2 bronze statues. One of this crusty businessman-looking guy, and the other looks like the Countess, except it's totally naked, or in a leotard, and bronze. And I'm all, "Exhibitionist much, Countess? Did it come with a pole?" And she's all, "Help Tommy move furniture, Wednesday." Like that makes any sense at all. It turns out that Wednesday is a gothish character from some crusty movie. Queso. Later, by virtue of my extensive research and sneaking around and whatnot, I find out that the statues aren't statues at all, that the Countess used to be inside the statue of her, and that inside the crusty businessman statue is the real ancient creature of unspeakable evil, the nosferatu that turned the Countess. And the vampire Flood, who wasn't a vampire at all at the time, had bronzed the 2 of them when they were sleeping the deep sleep of the daytime dead, which is like the deepest sleep you can get. You should know right now that there's no yawning, gentle drift into sleepy time for vampires. When the sun breaks the horizon, they drop ragdoll dead on the spot, and you can pose them, paint them, put their hands on their junk, and post the pics on the web, and they won't know a thing until sundown, when they come on like a light, and they're wondering why their naughty bits